Yo, what up? It's your boy Heck to the Teck. To the get that checky check. What up? Shout out to everybody watching. You know what I mean? Hit the like button. You know what I mean? Faxxxxx. Hit the like button. Hit the man, hit whatever you want to hit, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I care. You know what I'm saying? I don't care what you hit. Facts. So, a lot of things going on, son. A lot of things going on. A lot of things, you know what I'm saying? A lot of things. Shout out to Corn Mega. You know what I mean? I spoke to Corn Mega. He said, alright, so this is what happened with Corn Mega. When I hit him up to jump on the verse. He asked for like 2 G's, right? He asked for like 2 G's. Shout out to Cormega. He asked for like 2 G's. And I was like, I bet. But Armageddon is on it. And he's like, you saying Armageddon from TS? I'm like, yeah. And then he said, all right, send me the beat. So I sent him the beat. Never heard from him again. But we squashed it. I thought it was an Armageddon thing, but it was a beat thing. I don't think he liked the beat. He ain't like the beat. He ain't like the beat. You know what I'm saying? It had nothing to do with Armageddon. He just ain't like the beat. Facts. So anyway, a lot of stuff been happening. A lot of people talking. You know what I'm saying? So I've been seeing a lot of interviews and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I saw an interview where not Cuban Link. Well, yeah, I saw a Cuban Link interview on what's it? The art of dialogue. He said, all right. So the first thing he said was like, Fat Joe stepped to Sunkiss and he snuffed him. And Sunkiss went over the rail. Now, I never heard of Sunkiss until my boys from the Bronx brought him up one day in a conversation. Because they're from the Bronx, so they know Sunkiss. You know what I'm saying? So Fat Joe stepped to Sunkiss, snuffed him. He went flying over a rail. And then he swung on Cuban. Cuban fell down. And Cuban said he got up and started snuffing Joe. Must have been Puerto Rican rum. Anyway. Cuban saying he want to save Joe. He trying to save Joe, but Cuban. I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. That's not how you save Joe. You gotta save yourself first. Gotta save yourself first. You heard? Yeah, you say you claim you Christian. You gotta save yourself first, boy. You know what I'm saying? I don't think you have saved yourself. You know what I mean? If you still got this animosity and this anger and this, with 35 years, you're still talking about Fat Joe calling him a beluga and stuff like that. Meanwhile, Fat Joe just called you an alcoholic once on the radio. Oh, the alcoholic. You know what I mean? Anyway. Then I was watching Tony Sunshine. You know, it really hurts me to watch Latinos go against each other, especially Latinos that was down with Pun. Cause you know, if Pun was here, none of this would have been happening. You know, money is the root of all evil, and that's basically what's going on. That's basically what's going on. It's all about money. You know what I'm saying? It's all about money. You know what I'm saying? But Tony, and all right. So Tony saying people are flabby and they look sick. Bro, you still look addicted. You was a crackhead. You was a heroin addict. You know what I mean? Let's keep it real. And Tony's cool. Tony's cool. You know what I'm saying? I had an interaction with Tony. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't gonna talk about this. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna talk about it because he was kind of talking crap about me. He was like, "Yo, heck, you ain't heck Teck. You heck squirt gun." That's funny. That's funny. That's funny. You know what I'm saying? I'll give him that. I'll give him that. I'll give him that. He's funny. He's funny. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Tony Sunshine. You know what I'm saying? Like, I got no problems with him. You know what I'm saying? I got no problems with Fat Joe. Got no problems with Cuban. You know what I'm saying? I just want to make a Terror Squad album. Facts. See, if Big Pun was here, none of these dudes would be beefing with each other. None of them. So Cuban talks about the fight he had at a club that Fat Joe left because some guy said he was from Brooklyn and Cuban snuffed him. Okay. So I don't know too much about that. So, you know what I mean? Cuban was talking about he hollered at some girls, and then one of their men got jealous, splashed. No, one of the men got jealous, smacked the drink. No, actually, Cuban Link bought the drink. He bought the drink for the girl. The dude got jealous, smacked the drink out of his hand and her hand, got it all on him. Cuban Link was asking for apology. He said 2-3 times, and the dude was like, "I'm from Brooklyn." And then Cuban Link snuffed him, and then Fat Joe ran out. And that's it. And yeah, Panda Chop and Cuban Link been trolling like a mother humper. They've been trolling under these interviews. They've been trolling under these interviews. You know what I mean? Which is crazy. You know what I mean? All right. So on one of them, Panda Chop is like, funny how you talk. This is under Tony Sunshine interview. Panda Chop. Funny how you talking about things that you would only know if you watched my interviews, but you want to talk crazy and say what you're doing now. You watching this. You watching us too. That's how you know to respond. You see, he contradicted himself right there. You know what I'm saying? Because it's funny because the things I say and the things I ask, it come out on Panda Chop videos. Here's another one. LOL. You don't remember it was a year and a half ago you promised Remy Ma you wasn't going to talk about it anymore? You dissed Cuban on the 200 and running and went on an infamous Armageddon to diss him on the freestyle and stay responding on social media. Who are you fooling? And then there was many other comments from Cuban that he deleted. He deleted the comments. You know what I'm saying? He deleted the comments. He deleted the comments. You know what I mean? Why you gonna post something? You gonna delete it, bro? You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? I hit up Cuban. I hit up Fat Joe. You know. A lot of rappers don't answer me back no more. You know what I'm saying? Cause they're afraid I'm gonna go up in here and like go like this. But nah. I'm not gonna do that to everybody. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, Fat Joe. I mean, I'm on Fat Joe's side sometimes. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm just trying to show him that, because a lot of people don't see his side of the story. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to just, like, show you what he got to say, like, and then people get offended, and then, you know what I'm saying? Then, no. I'm not trying to make Fat Joe look bad or nothing like that. Like, Like if you see every time I saw y'all when he responds, it's always something positive. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. Anyway, so let's move on. Podcaster tells Tony Sunshine to shut the F up. Yeah. Tony Sunshine went on this podcast with these two dudes from the Bronx. And one of them dudes said, Tony, shut the F up. And Tony just let him. He basically let him. He was like, he let him assault him like that. I'm like, what? Like, why would you let somebody insult you on the podcast? You know what I'm saying? Facts. Let's move on. Cuban Link wanted to bring it to Armageddon after being sliced. That's crazy. When I saw that, you know what I'm saying? I worked on Armageddon. I put him on two songs. And he wanted to bring it. You know what I'm saying? To anybody that rocked with Joe afterwards. And one of them was Armageddon. That's crazy. That's crazy that he admitted to that on the interview. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. And Armageddon is so dope. He's so dope on the mic. Real dope. You know what I'm saying? Sunkiss. I never heard of Sunkiss until my boys from the Bronx brought him up. You know what I mean? Never heard of him. Facts. And last and not least, my boys. Alright, so my boys from the Bronx. My boys from the Bronx that grew up. Like I said, I always known older dudes, older than me. My boys from the Bronx. My boys from the Bronx. They knew, they grew up with Armageddon. They knew Armageddon. He was from the block. You know what I'm saying? And, you know what it is? You know what's crazy? Armageddon bit or stole a lot from them. I'm not gonna mention who they are. I'm just gonna keep it 100. He bit and stole a lot from them and took it to Fat Joe. Which is not a big deal, right? Not a big deal. I mean, it is in a way when you want to get put on, you know what I'm saying? But not everybody gonna get put on. But it's funny how people bite stuff. You know what I'm saying? And my dudes, you know, he took beats from them and he took verses from them and he gave it to Fat Joe. And Pun. Facts! Yo, pray for me, I'm gonna pray for you. Shout out to everybody watching, you know what I'm saying? Don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, share. It's your boy Hack. You heard?